Welcome to my channel. Today we will make roasted tomato soup and sweet corn and spinach sandwich. For this I have taken 4 ripe tomatoes with stalk, 2 cloves of garlic and a small piece of onion. Add about 2 teaspoons of olive oil or sunflower oil on the tomatoes, garlic and onion. The stalk can be roasted along with the tomatoes and discarded later. I have added about half a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of pepper powder to the tomatoes. You can add more later. I've roasted the tomatoes in 250 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes. Now discard the stalk, peel the garlic and peel the tomatoes and keep them aside. When you press, the garlic will come out because it is well roasted. You require onion, tomatoes and garlic only for this soup, and it's easy to make and very tasty. I am using a blender, so you can start blending when the tomatoes are hot and in the vessel itself. If you are blending it in a mixer grinder, then you have to wait for some time till the tomatoes cool, then cut them to pieces and pulse it. Do not grind it. You have to pulse it until the onions and garlic and tomatoes blend well. It need not be a very smooth paste, but all the ingredients should blend well. So it is enough if you pulse the mixer grinder. It will be very helpful if everyone viewing my channel subscribe and view it. It's a great support and encouragement. So I am sure everyone will subscribe. Add half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper powder and half a teaspoon of sugar. You may avoid sugar if you cannot take sugar. Now blend again well till everything mixes well. Now I am thankful to all those who have subscribed and welcome others who are yet to subscribe. So I expect all of you to subscribe and also comment so that it will be helpful for me to understand how these recipes are helpful to you all. So I am sure that everyone are going to also comment, like and comment, so that will be an encouragement and so that I can continue to give many more good recipes. I have taken 2 tablespoons of cream. You can add Amul cream or any cream. Add cream and blend. If you do not have cream, you may mix about 50 ml of milk with a teaspoon of curd to it. Mix well and then mix it to the soup. By now the tomatoes would be a little cool, so you have to heat the soup again. There is no need to boil it, there is no need for a rolling boil, but you have to heat it. Once it is heated, it will be very tasty to eat. It needs to be a slightly grainish like this, like a slight grains should be there. So not a very fine paste. So make sure that you pulse it at this consistency and heat the soup. I am sure everyone are going to like this recipe and you will definitely try it so that you will be able to comment and tell how it was. And if there is any vegetarian dish, you can mention it in the comment. I will make sure that I post all those vegetarian dishes also. So keep it on medium heat and till the soup is hot. Once the soup is hot, it will be very tasty. So I'm sure everyone are going to make it and enjoy this soup. This is a little different because it is not like the way we boil the tomatoes and then make it. This is roasted and added a little oil to it to roast it. So the taste will definitely be a little different, but it is certainly very, very tasty. It's a very good soup, and then it is definitely a very healthy soup and easy to make. You may take the soup with toasted bread or croutons, anything you wish. I have just added a basil leaf on top of it because the soup is hot. The basil leaf will give its flavor to it. It will be very tasty when you add a basil leaf also to it. You may take the soup with any kind of bread that you like. Just toast the bread and you can start using it. Let's make the sandwich. For this I have taken 1 cup of sweet corn and a little blanched spinach. I blanched the spinach, squeezed out the water and mix it with the sweet corn. Mix it well and add half a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of pepper powder. Along with this, add about half a teaspoon of oregano. When you add oregano, the taste will be very good because we are just having only sweet corn and spinach to this, so you need extra flavor for it. Add the oregano also and mix everything well. I am using grated mozzarella. You may use mozzarella or any processed cheese. I have taken 1 teaspoon of mustard sauce. If you do not have mustard sauce, you may soak a teaspoon of mustard seeds to water for about 10 minutes. Make a fine paste with a little oil and a pinch of salt and use it instead of the mustard sauce. I have added 1 teaspoon of tomato ketchup. If you like ketchup, you may add 2 spoons also. Now add the cheese to it and mix well. It should be mixed well because you're going to just add the filling on top of the bread and toast it. So mix well. Once it is well mixed, you can toast it. I am going to toast it in the oven. So I have placed a parchment paper on the baking sheet. When you are placing a parchment sheet, it is better to squeeze it and then place it on it. Otherwise, it will not set well in the tray. I have added olive oil to the parchment paper. You can add olive oil or sunflower oil. If you like to use butter, you may melt a little butter and mix it with the sunflower oil and use it. That will also be very tasty. Now place the bread slice and apply oil on this side. At the bottom we have already applied oil. So apply oil to the bread on top so that it toasts evenly on all sides. Only when you add some oil to it, it will be a little crispy also. So add oil to all the slices of bread and after you coat the slices with oil, add the filling to it, the corn and spinach filling with the cheese. Spread it well. You can use any bread. I have used whole wheat bread. You can use whole wheat bread or white sandwich bread or multigrain bread. If it is white sandwich bread, it will toast faster and the color will change soon. but whole wheat bread and multigrain bread will take a minute or two more because it's a little dense. Now place cheese slice on it. If you do not have cheese slice, you may add some more grated cheese also on top of it. When you add more cheese on top and when it is toasted, the cheese will melt and the taste will be good. So I have placed cheese slice. You may place cheese slice or grated cheese of any. It could be cheddar, it could be mozzarella, it could be any processed cheese. Take another slice, apply oil on it on one side, place that side, oil side on the cheese and apply more oil on the other side of the bread also, because only then it will toast. The toast will be even and all sides will be crispy. Only when the toast is golden in color and a little crispy on top and soft inside, it will taste very nice. It will be very tasty. So apply oil on the other side of the slice of bread also, and then put it in the oven. You may toast this in the tawa also. If you are toasting it on the tawa, keep it on medium flame so that it toasts well on both the sides and the cheese also melts. So if it is on high flame, the color will change fast, but the cheese will not melt properly. So it is good to have the flame on medium. So keep it on medium and toast it. Now it is toasted well on both the sides. So it is crispy on the top and soft in the middle, and the cheese is also melted well. This sandwich with soup is a real good combination and it makes a whole meal. So I am sure all of you will try this and comment as to how it was and how you like it and what else you like. Let's meet in the next video.